Welcome back to C2 Novel and Vocab Week 5. Woo! High five, high five. Welcome back. I'm hoping that you guys didn't miss me too much, but I missed you guys. So let's get started. For those who are new, my name is Miss Kimberly. Hi. The goal of our session is to have students understand each word in your vocabulary workbook and to know some phrases that are difficult from our novel. So let's get started. What we'll be doing today, we'll be going over 1, the week 5 vocabulary words, 2, the example sentences, and we'll be skipping number 3, difficult phrases from the novel because it is week 5 and you guys have novel test. And you will have to do number 4, review and self-study, of course. If you already been watching this video, so skip to the first word. Go! If you're new, let's listen to this. What we'll be doing, we're going to go over the different vocabulary workbooks here by learning the definition, a synonym, and antonym of the word. This can help you improve your reading comprehension and enhance contextual usage, so you'll be able to understand the novels better. 2, I will also be having some example sentences that we've made extra for you guys, so that you can look at some writing variation. By looking at a variety of example sentences for that one word that we're studying, we can learn how to use the word in different sentence structures and understand the word a little bit better. So without a doubt, let's go. Everyone turn to week 5, which is on page 28. Everybody on page 28? I hope so. So week 5, if you have not noticed already, is a combination of the words that we have already studied before in weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why? Because we need to make sure that you have understood all of the words so that we can, before we move on to the next words. Okay? So numbers 1 and 2 are from week 1. 3 and 4 are from week 2. 5 through 7 are from week 3, and 8 through 10 are from week 4. 11 to the rest, 16 is from your TED Talks. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. Go, go, go. Number 1, everyone repeat after me and say smugly. Smugly. Good. The synonym is conceitedly, and the antonym is humbly. Again, with the ly. We have an adverb here. And the definition says, in a way that shows too much satisfaction or confidence, meaning, I'm very happy, but a bit too much. The example sentence says, after Amy talked about how much she had won, she smiled smugly. So look at this girl in this picture over here. She has all this money and she's smiling smugly. I'm so happy. Can you smile smugly for me? Good. Repeat after me one more time. After Amy talked about how much she had won, she smiled smugly. Example sentence number 1 says, the school bully smiled smugly when the teacher didn't scold her. So maybe the bully did something wrong, but since the teacher didn't scold her or say anything to her, she smiled smugly because she got away with it. Number 2, he looked at me smugly when he got first place and I got third. So this person who got first place was a bit too happy and was like, I got first place and you got third. Smugly. Everyone say smugly. Very good. Number 2 is frizzy. Everyone say frizzy. And the synonym is frizzled, and the antonym is straight. So you should have already known this from week 1. It's an adjective, and this is describing your hair. Okay, very curly and not smooth or shiny. So right now, on the top of my hair right now, it looks a bit frizzy. It's like kind of going everywhere, right? But the rest of my hair is very smooth and straight. On the picture at the top, you see a girl with frizzy hair. She has very curly hair. right? And it's kind of sticking out a little bit somewhere here. Sometimes in the summer, my hair gets like this too because of the humidity. The example sentence says, my hair is frizzy because I have curly hair. Everyone repeat after me. My hair is frizzy because I have curly hair. Example sentence number 1 at the bottom says, some people's hair become frizzy from the humidity during the summer. That's what I just said. Because there's humidity, our hair just kind of gets like this. So then you would have to brush it out and make it all nice and pretty again. Number 2, it says, I could recognize him from a kilometer away because of his red, frizzy hair. So I could tell who that person was from being far away because I saw that he had red, curly, frizzy hair. It's a very distinct characteristic. Everyone say frizzy. Do you have a friend that has frizzy hair? Or maybe you have frizzy hair. Let's keep going. Number 3, this is from week 2. Everyone say react. React. Good. The synonym is respond, and the antonym is ignore. The part of speech is verb to act in a particular way as a direct result of something else. Because we are acting in a way because something had happened before. The same sentence, how did he react when he heard the shocking news? So how did he act after he heard the news? React. Everyone repeat after me. How did he react when he heard the shocking news? Good. These 2 sentences at the bottom have changed from our week 2 video, so make sure that you're paying close attention. Number 1 says, if you touch a hot stove, your body will quickly react by pulling your hand away, right? No one touches a hot stove and your hand's just like, this is warm. Because no, it's really hot. Your body would react after touching it. And number 2, when I saw the funny video, I couldn't help but laugh and react with a big smile. There are some videos that I watch on YouTube, and they're really cute little puppies and kittens. And it's very funny, and I react by having a big smile on my face because it's so cute. Everyone say, react. React. Very good. Some of these words should already be like, oh, I remember that word. Like number 4, obnoxious. Everyone say obnoxious. This is also from week 2. The synonym is awful and the antonym is inoffensive. The part of speech is adjective and the definition says very unpleasant and rude. The sentence says, the obnoxious child does not listen to her mother. Like in the picture, she's going, blah, blah, blah. The obnoxious, the very rude and unpleasant child does not listen to her mother. Everyone will repeat. Very good. So this child does not listen because they are very rude and so on. Let's look at example sentence 1 at the bottom. It says, despite he was asked to stop, his obnoxious laughter echoed throughout the classroom. So even though the teacher told him to please stop, he was his obnoxious laughter, his very unpleasant and rude laughter, kept echoing throughout the classroom. He kept doing it, being very rude and not listening. Number 2, the car next to us blasted obnoxious music as we waited for the street light. Have you ever been on the street in your car at a red light and then you see a really, really loud car next to you? We would say that the car has obnoxious music. Okay? Everyone say obnoxious. Obnoxious. Good. Let's go on to number 5. Everyone say sternly. Sternly. Again, with the ly as an adverb. And if you remember, the synonym is harshly and the antonym is gently. and it means in a strict or severe way. The teacher sternly told the class to be quiet and concentrate. Scary teacher. Sternly. In a very severe or strict way. They're being very serious. They're not joking. They're like, ah ha ha, everyone please be quiet. No, no, no. Sternly here is the teacher's very serious. Okay? Repeat after me. The teacher sternly told the class to be quiet and concentrate. Good? Example sentence at the bottom. Jake's older sister warned him sternly not to go into her room without permission. So the sister was like, Jake, don't go into my room. In a very stern way. Sternly. Example sentence 2. The police officer sternly spoke to the man who didn't stop at the stop sign. That could turn into an accident later. So the police officer stopped the car and told the man and asked him, why didn't you stop at the stop sign? It's very dangerous, sir. Sternly. In a strict or severe way. You can also remember sternly with seriously. Okay? Everyone say sternly. Good. Number 6. Misfit. Misfit. Who was a misfit in our story? Yeah, Howard. Who was the other misfit in our story? Yes, Ronald Dumont from his old school. And what is a misfit? It is an outsider, a noun, someone who is out of place among peers or environments. So someone who doesn't really belong. The example sentence says, I didn't know anyone at the meeting, so I felt like a misfit. So they felt kind of alone. They're like, what am I doing here? I feel like such a misfit. Repeat after me. I didn't know anyone at the meeting, so I felt like a misfit. I hope you are all repeating after me. We need to practice our speaking. Example sentence at the bottom says, Jake felt proud to be a misfit who dared to think differently than his peers. So this person here, he wasn't like, oh, I'm so lonely, I feel so out of place. Instead, Jake here was proud that he was a misfit and that he didn't fit in, and that he thought differently. Example sentence 2 says, Kelly found a group of friends who accepted her as is, making her feel less like a misfit. So she had friends who were able to embrace her and say, you're welcome here. So she didn't feel like a misfit anymore. Everyone say misfit. Very good. And this is the last word from week 3. Everyone say blend. Blend. The synonym is mingle and the antonym is separate. And it is a verb to mix or combine together. All the furniture in the room blends well with the wall, meaning it looks nice with it. It mixes well. Or it can mean like this picture here. The furniture, the table, the picture frame are all white. And the background, the wallpaper, is also white, so it blends well. Repeat after me. All the furniture in my room blends well with the walls. Good. This sentence is going to make me hungry. It says, we blended strawberries, bananas, and yogurt to make a delicious smoothie. Yum! So you have a mixer or a blender. You put all your ingredients in and it blends. It mixes and combines them together into one smoothie. Or we can say, her beautiful voice blended perfectly with the sound of the piano. So here the woman is singing and it blends well and combines well with the piano that is accompanying her. Everyone say blend. Blend. Now this is from week 4. Everyone say suspiciously. Suspiciously. A lot of adverbs this time. And the synonym is doubtfully. Antonym is trustfully. And it means in a way that makes you think that something is wrong. Suspiciously. You're like, I don't 100% believe that. The cat looked at me suspiciously. Look at this picture. The cat's like, suspiciously. You think that something's wrong. You think that it's not quite right. Everyone repeat after me. The cat looked at me suspiciously. Example sentence 1 says, the shopkeeper kept an eye on the customer who kept acting suspiciously. So maybe this customer is walking back and forth around the same area. Why would you think the shopkeeper kept an eye on that person? Maybe they were acting weird. Maybe they were acting like something was wrong. Or maybe they were trying to steal something. Who knows? Example sentence 2, it says, I stared at my friend suspiciously because he kept acting strange. So what if we have a friend in class and they kept laughing every 5 seconds? It would be funny at first, but then if they kept doing it, it'd be like, looking at them suspiciously, like, why are they acting like that? Why are they being so strange? Everyone say, suspiciously. Awesome. If you've come to this point, you may pause before we go on to the next page, or if you're ready to keep going, let's keep going. Number 9 on page 29, it says accuse. Accuse. The synonym is blame and the antonym is justify. And it is a verb to say that someone is responsible for a crime or for having done something wrong. You're like, you're the one that did it. Accusing them of doing something wrong. So the example sentence says, my older brother accuses me every time something bad happens. It's always my fault because my brother always accuses me and says it's my fault. Everyone repeat after me. My older brother accuses me every time something bad happens. Good. Example sentence at the bottom says, during the card game, Jim accused Tom for looking at his cards, but Tom denied it. So Jim was like, hey, you looked at my cards, Tom. Accusing him. But Tom says, no, I didn't. He denied it. Accused. Or here, everyone's going to laugh at this sentence. My brother accused me of farting even though it was really him. Had anyone accused you of farting before? No? Accused. So here the brother says, hey, Kimberly, you're the one that farted. Even though it was really the brother. Accuse. Everyone say accuse. Are you repeating after me? I hope so. This is the last word from week 4. Relative. Everyone say relative. It is a noun and it's a member of your family. I saw old pictures of my relatives in our family album. So they have a photo album with all their family members. Or we can say, instead of saying family members, we can say relatives in this album. Repeat after me. I saw old pictures of my relatives in our family album. Good job. Example sentence at the bottom. The family album is filled with old pictures of my past relatives. So this is a bit different from the one above, but it's also saying here that in this photo album that we have relatives from our past. Like maybe it's my grandmother's grandmother or my grandmother's grandmother's grandmother. Like old relatives from the past. Example sentence 2 says, My brother went to live with my relatives in Canada to study English for a year. So say that you have some family members or relatives in Canada, and my brother went to go live with them for a year. Everyone say relatives or relative. Good. Up until now, week numbers 1 through 10 should have all been reviewed, and that it should have been something that you've already studied and remembered because you've studied them in weeks 1 through 4. That's why I went a little bit quickly with them, but 11 through 16 are new words, so make sure that you're paying close attention. Number 11, everyone say artificial. Artificial. And the synonym is unnatural, so it is not natural. And the antonym is genuine, which means real and natural. And the part of speech is adjective, made by people often as a copy of something that was natural, or that was genuine, or that was real. So in this picture, we have a picture of roses, and there are all these little colors. It says the artificial roses were colorful and they had a sweet scent. But here, artificial tells us that these roses are not real. We did not choose this from the garden. Okay? Maybe that they're man-made. Maybe they're made of plastic. I'm sure that you guys have all seen fake roses or fake flowers, right? Artificial means fake. They're not real. It's a copy of something that is real. Okay. Repeat after me. The artificial roses were colorful and they had a sweet scent. Good. Example sentence number 1. The soccer field has an artificial grass surface that stays green all year long. So if you guys have played soccer at your school or maybe at a field somewhere and they had artificial grass, that means it is not real grass. And it's something called turf. It is artificial and not real. It was a copy made by people to make it look like real grass, but it isn't. Example 2. An artificial diamond is much more affordable than a real one. So a copy of a diamond is much more affordable. It's cheaper and less expensive than a real diamond. Okay? Everyone say artificial. Artificial. Great. Now here, everyone say current. Current. And the synonym is modern. And the part of speech is adjective. And the definition says of the present time, meaning right now. Present. Not a present that you give to someone. Present meaning right now. Example sentence says, you can find current information in the newspapers. Right? If you open up a newspaper, you're not going to see news from like 1947. You'll see the news from 2023 on that day. Current news. Unless the newspaper is really old. But we're trying to talk about a newspaper right now. Repeat after me. You can find current information in the newspapers. The example sentence 1 says, the current weather is warm and sunny, perfect for a day at the beach. Kind of like today. It's nice and warm and sunny today. The current weather, meaning the weather right now, at this present time. The example sentence 2 says, the museum's current exhibit showcases Korean traditional pottery. So if you go to a museum, they will change the different type of art once in a while. So this current exhibit, what they're showing right now, is the Korean traditional pottery. Current, right now, of the present time. What is the current weather in your neighborhood right now? Or what is the current time that you are seeing when you watch this video? You can use it many different ways. 13. Everyone say protection. Protection. Very good. And the synonym is security. and the part of speech is noun. The definition says, the act of keeping someone or something safe from being hurt, or the state of being kept safe. If you look at this long word protection, we see the word, yes, protect. Protect is the verb, and the noun version is protection, to keep it safe. We lock our doors for protection, right? Just in case if a stranger were to walk into our house, we have to lock it for protection to be safe from being hurt or from being intruded upon. Everyone say, we lock our doors for protection. Good. Another version of protection here is wearing a life vest on a boat is key for our protection. You have to wear a life vest. They're usually red or yellow, or they can come in different colors and sizes. But wearing that is for our protection on a boat. Why? Because if we're on a boat, maybe we fall over into the water and we don't know how to swim. The life vest for us will keep us safe and help us float for protection. Protection. Example sentence 2 says, for protection, always remember to wear a helmet when riding a bike. Okay? Just in case again, if you fall over or you crash into something and you want to protect your head, for protection, you will have to wear a helmet. Everyone say protection. Protection. Very good. Number 14. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Is region. Everyone say region. And the part of speech is noun, and the definition says a geographic area. That's a long word inside the definition. It just means a certain area somewhere in the world. So this example sentence says, this region is famous for getting a lot of snow during winter. So in this picture, this is the region, the area that gets a lot of snow. You can think of area, region. Everyone say region. And repeat after me and say, this region is famous for getting a lot of snow during winter. Good. Let's look at the sentence at the bottom. Number 1, the region near the equator is very hot. But Miss Kimberly, what is the equator? The equator, say that this is the world. And it cuts it in half, the equator, into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. This line around the middle, the center of the earth, is called the equator. And around that region, around the world, is very, very hot. Region. Example sentence 2. Our family went on vacation to visit the coastal region with sandy beaches. This coastal region means by the water. So here, Busan is also a coastal region because we have a lot of beaches and sand around us. Haeundae, Gwanghwaneori are all coastal regions. Everyone say region. Area, good. 15, to draw. Everyone say draw. Miss Kimberly, I know what draw means. It means to color and, make art. Not here. This is another definition for draw. And it is a verb to attract. And look at this picture. And it has a magnet and some nails at the top. Let's look at the sentence. And it says, magnets draw anything that is made of steel, meaning it attracts. If this is a magnet and there's a steel here, it goes, it draws it in. Repeat after me. Magnets draw anything that is made of steel. Example sentence 1. Whew, this is going to make me hungry again. The aroma of the freshly baked cookies will draw people into the kitchen. So I don't know about you, but if your mother or father was cooking some delicious food and you smell it, it's a wonderful aroma, and you just go into the kitchen. The smell draws you in. It attracts you into the kitchen. I remember when I was younger, whenever my mom made bacon, my eyes would go, and I would wake up and go to the kitchen. The smell of the bacon would draw me to the kitchen. Example sentence 2 says, the fisherman waited patiently as he waited for the worm to draw fish in. So remember our hook. There's a hook when we go fishing and there's a little worm on it, or bait, and they put it into the water and they're just waiting. And then we're waiting for that bait or the worm to draw in some fish to eat it, and then we would catch the fish. Everyone say draw. Good. Last word. Everyone say burst. Burst. Do it with me. Burst. And the synonym is pop, and the part of speech is verb. To break open as a result of pressure. Boop. Burst. The bird bursts the bubbles in the air with its pointy beak. So in this picture, there are some bubbles in the air, and the bird with its beak is boop, 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 bursting the bubbles, meaning the bubbles are now poof. Repeat after me. The bird bursts the bubbles in the air with its pointy beak. Good, but when you think about burst, what do you think about? Yes, me too. Example sentence 1, it says, the fireworks burst in the night sky, creating a beautiful display of colors and patterns. Poof. I love fireworks, and it's wonderful when they burst in the sky because it shows a lot of colors and it goes burst. Or example sentence 2 says, the bag of chips bursted open when I accidentally sat on it. If I sit on a bag of chips, it's not going to stay the same. It would burst open. Okay? Everyone say burst. Burst. Very good. And as I said, here, for difficult phrases from the novel, we will not have it. I hear some of you cheering. Why are you so happy about that? Because week 5, you have monthly tests. So you should go over your whole novel workbook, reread some of the chapters that you do not remember well, maybe look over the homework, and maybe write some notes for each chapter so that you can study a bit more. Okay? And step 4, you have to review and self-study. Just because we did this, don't forget to do the next pages for the homework, please. Don't forget. Try to do this homework without looking at the back pages. Miss Kimberly, I already do that. Then very good. I'm very proud of you. Review our words again. Read it out loud and reread the novel. Not from where the phrases are, but reread it for the novel test. It's a very, very short video today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and week, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye.